I mean,
This week's
I'm
Woman of
gonna
the
say
Week
it wrong.
is Penelope Garcia
Penelope Garcia.
from Criminal Minds versus Velma from Scooby-Doo.
Now, I know you're a Criminal Minds guy.
But I'm also a Scooby-Doo guy.
Well, sure, who isn't?
Yeah, Scoob.
Scoob, shout out. Hey, guys, Scoob, still available to rent or purchase on Amazon Prime
It
Video
might be
right
free
now.
now.
I'm sure you can stream it somewhere, but, I mean, people worked hard on it. Donate to the...
Yeah.
The important thing is getting eyes on the project. That we can't lose sight of that. But Velma, I think could. Here's the thing about Velma, she is the most resourceful. She's the most dependable. She's got the juice. But if you knock her glasses off, she completely loses her mind.
So, this is why I liked this fight, and I'd have to go back through and look at all the details. I've watched Criminal Minds many of times, but I don't remember exactly. But there's a point in which she gets shot, I think.
Pamela, is that her name?
Penelope
Penelope?
Garcia. They call her Garcia or Baby Girl.
Baby girl. Baby girl.
There's a point in which, like,
What you do
somebody
sometime,
specifically
baby girl?
comes after her,
Mm-hmm.
and it fucks her up. Like, it takes her a while to get back on the wagon because she's not a field agent.
Of course.
She does a few times then in the later episodes, like when she overcomes, that traumatic experience, travel with the team. But she's the guy in the chair. She's the ultimate guy in the chair.
Yeah. She'd go toe-to-toe with
Like,
any guy in the chair.
If you need information, Penelope Garcia, boom, gets the
Good
information.
guy.
She's a smart cookie.
Well,
But
talking smart cookies.
well, that's what I'm getting at. Is the thing about Velma is, yes, the point about the glasses. Penelope Garcia also glasses,
Yeah.
and Penelope Garcia very fancy glasses.
Very nice glasses.
So, but Velma is so smart and logical that she doesn't always get afraid like the rest of the Scooby-Doo, the rest of the gang,
yeah.
right? So she sees the logic and everything, and she's like, ghosts aren't real. We're not, we don't need to be afraid of this. We just need to take their mask off, and it's going to be the guy who owns
Except for
the
Zombie Island.
auto body
Shout out.
shop down the street or whatever.
Nice.
But I think Garcia would be afraid. Here, like, she has that fear in her. She like, even though she's so smart and is logical and is good with the keys, I think she doesn't have the field experience that Velma does to have some of that same courage. Now, on the flip side, what I will say is that the criminals that Penelope is helping hunt down are a lot different than the criminals that Velma is hunting down. The criminals that Velma's hunting down is like, back to my auto body reference, it's like because somebody else opened an auto body shop down the street, so they put on like a mask of like a sea creature and they pretend to haunt it.
Yeah.
The people that Penelope is hunting down are like the worst serial killers in the world.
Yeah.
Like the worst of the worst people, like deranged
Right.
people of all time.
Like, oh, you've been haunting an amusement park? How many people did you eat today?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah, that's literally it.
That's
Like,
the difference.
think of all the worst serial killers ever. That's Criminal Minds.
Let me ask you this. I don't know if this is really going to affect the fight here, but do you think that Velma could make that leap?
Yes.
I think so too.
I
but
think
don't
Velma would
think
be
she-
great in the BAU.
I don't think that she.
I think she'd be excellent in the BAU.
I wouldn't be surprised if they've tried to recruit her before.
into the BAU.
Yeah, but she feels like she's making a real difference with the people on this level.
Yeah.
And if not her,
Yeah.
she can't leave fucking Fred and Daphne to do
Yeah.
it. Shaggy,
Mm-mm.
give me a break.
Mm-mm. No, they'd be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, no, I think she definitely is capable of making that leap. Now, I think the question becomes, like, I'm going to spin zone this, and then I'm going to give my final answer. Actually, I'm going to spin zone it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Here's the one thing that we know about both of these people. Like, not the main thing, but here's one key factor. Penelope Garcia has the ability to find out essentially any and everything on any person ever, no matter, like, how you have like how hidden that information is or whatever. And one thing that we know about Velma, I don't remember it as much in the TV shows, but at least in the live action movies, is she's very self-conscious.
Mm-hmm.
I think if it came down to it, and Penelope Garcia needed to win this fight, it would start with a pretty serious verbal attack on Velma that would really, that would bring up Velma's, past self-consciousness. It would be a deep dive into Velma's, like...
psyche.
Yes, like the thing she fears most, which is her inner self, And I think between Garcia's connection with the BAU and understanding of all that stuff, plus her ability to find that information, she could really throw some daggers verbally at Velma. Now, the question becomes, though, with Velma being more of that field, detective and having some experience there, does that inspire a fit of rage within Velma? Because I do think, if so, physically Velma would beat up Garcia. Although... I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I said I was going to spin zone it one more time, and then I was going to give my final answer, and now my final answer is Penelope Garcia.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Velma can outsmart whoever she wants, but she's literally got everything going for her, except if you knock off her glasses, it's totally game over. It's not like if you did that with Penelope... It's not like she would stop.
Well, we don't know what Penelope's eyesight's like.
Well, sure, but she wouldn't stop everything. If Velma's glasses come off, it's literally like you unplug her. Like, she can't do anything. She's Jinkies. I can't find her glasses.
This is my Velma impression.
Yeah, and it's spot on. So, I think that. Oh God.
Ready?
What's that? Oh, movie. One word. Jinkies. Velma. Listen, Velma's not a movie.
She's in. Yeah. How do you do character?
I don't know. This maybe. Let's rock today.
That's rock. Good reference.
I do think, though, that Velma is more agile than Penelope, and with that field experience, she could be able to really outmaneuver Penelope, especially with Penelope's lack of that experience. And I feel like it's hard to believe that Velma's been around Daphne for so long and not picked up a few moves, as opposed to Penelope being around the Criminal Minds agents, because Velma's in the field with Daphne watching these moves, whereas Penelope is still in the chair.
Yeah.
Ultimately, and I've got to admit a little bias here, but I think Velma is also stronger than she knows. Like, I think that she might not be used to the physical attacks as much, but once she dodges Penelope, nails her. But again, it's all Velma's. It's all down to Velma's glasses. That's such a weakness.
Maybe if she knows the fight's coming, she goes rec specs for this one.
Velma with rec specs.
President.
That's my caveat. President of the world.
Yeah.
Velma with rec specs.
World
literally
leader.
Unstoppable.
Yeah.
Literally, solve the Middle East crisis, no problem. So that's my caveat. Velma with rec specs.
But she doesn't have rec specs.
Well, it's like
you can't
it's
just
like,
add a tool.
Well, here's the thing.
You can't add a tool.
It's,
all right, Penelope with a gun. See, you can't just fucking add something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Velma without rec specs, but it's like
she's never worn rec specs.
Which this is an irritating caveat, but when people go Batman with prep time, he could beat anybody. Velma with rec specs versus Batman with prep time, that's the real fucking who would win. But since you're right, Velma's never worn rec specs and does not have access to them as far as we know. Gotta be Penelope Garcia. She's harder.
Vote on that on Instagram on Friday. Who would win of the week?